Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a long-standing request from Maxilla777, who wanted the Gundam Mark V in the colors of Speed Racer's Mach 5, and that's what we've got. I took a long time trying to do this one. I think the Mark V is pretty good, but I'm not good with it, as I probably say fairly frequently. But, I think I'm actually in a 700 room here, because there's, well, I've got to be, because there's Sasabees afoot, but, and Dagdoll, so. But yeah, it's good, but it's just, I find it hard to use. It's got, most of its weaponry is ranged. It only has one beam saber and can only do 2 swings, but melee strength is pretty significant even so. But yeah, it's designed more for ranged combat. Not usually okay with shooty raids, but this one just, I don't know why, I just couldn't, for the longest time, couldn't get anything decent with it. Even did around a couple of different Friday nights with Nurse Gundam Color coordinating with me, and I couldn't get anything I really liked or where I felt like I knew what I was doing. This is as close as I've gotten, and I've been sitting on this for months, so I figured it was time to do it. So. And yeah, it's got incoms, so and shoulder cannons, so it's got some decent abilities. It also has a very large shield. Well, it's a large but narrow shield with a lot of hit points, and it was the first thing in the game to have shield break stance mastery, which has since gone on to become a much more significant skill on things like Thunderbolt Gundam, in my opinion. Again, just because the Mark V is large and does not tend to, you know. Its shield is, like I said, large but narrow. It doesn't exactly cover a lot of ground, so you don't get the most out of that break stance mastery. Also, it has a ridiculously strong shield, so I forget how many hit points it has, but I think it might be over 10,000. And yeah, you are a lot more likely to die before the shield does, honestly. So yeah, it doesn't get to use that break stance mastery very often. And yeah, just one of the joys of using a raid is people telling you take the supports when in fact you're trying to, and everything around you is killing you. So I did manage to get the support before I got surrounded and killed, but you got to be able to not be surrounded and killed to make that work. You really do. So it's just one of those things. The team has to function together. You can't just tell the raid to take the supports and expect it to happen. You've got to help them with that. You can't just tell the supports to take the generals. All of those things, just, if there's, sometimes people are just not paying enough attention and not doing what their role is in the team, but then a lot of times they're just getting stopped. So, it's frustrating for them as much as you, so just try your best to, try and figure out what you can do differently too. At the same time, I've been known to send that too when I'm just getting, especially when I just get surrounded by something and murdered. That's the most frustrating thing of all. Just like when I get surrounded and killed when I'm alone in something, I just know my team is somewhere surrounding and killing one or at best 2 things from the enemy team, while the rest of the enemy team kills me. And wow, that's frustrating. Right now, though, I am earning my death. I got cornered by a couple of things. I had teammates there, and it just didn't pan out. So, like I said, if I feel like the death is my fault, I'm relatively okay with it. But at the moment, yeah, it's we're doing actually relatively well, 7720 to 6500. So, hopefully everybody's feeling a little bit more coordinated here. The Dagdoll just did send stay close, and it's good advice. If we all stick together, it's going to be better off generally. Again, there are times when take the supports and stay close are not compatible sentiments, but right now, especially since I'm in a ranged raid, it's a possibility. I'm getting tagged by the Moon Gundam here and there as I try it, though. That's just, again, it happens. Let's see, managed to miss those those butterfly edges, I think. So took a tackle, and I didn't want to swing through that person, but I probably should have. Could have saved damage to us both. Or I may not even have had time to swing, I'm not sure. Regardless, I'm going to try and kill that moon gun, because I'm tired of it. And I misjudged my melee. And that is the slowest tackle in the world, wow. I did finally, get the moon Gundam, so, temporarily at least I am over the moon. And now I'm dead. But, we've still got a minor lead, and I did manage to kill the thing at least, so... And that's another thing, just... Maybe I should have gone for the Hyakushiki Kai there, but just the Moon Gundam was kind of... Oh, well, it kind of knocked down at least two of us, maybe more, and it was nearly dead, so... It was probably a bad choice. Sorry if I'm just a little bit off commentary-wise tonight, just been having some stomach problems lately. If you heard me on Salty's last Dragon Quest stream a couple of Saturdays ago, you probably heard me talking about it. Man, that Sasuke was farther away than I expected. But got that kill. And again, we've still got a minor lead, and I'm getting tagged by the Hyakushiki Kai. Well, thank you for presenting yourself and isolating yourself. I should be able to do as requested and take the supports. And yep. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, if I can get a bead on them, I can do it. If not, if other things are fighting me, I kind of have to fight them if my teammates aren't doing it, or even sometimes if they are. If we've got like one other person trying to fight something off, and it's just three people there, us and one enemy, I kind of got to help out. But right now we're good, we're coordinated, we're hanging closer together, and I managed to read that Sasuke tackle. It was not a difficult read. I've done that same thing myself and gotten tackled for it. And yeah, trying to go after the Hyakushiki Kai, that's what incoms and shoulder cannons are for. And just, also, I don't know what it is about the Mark V in particular, because I've gotten a little better with hover suits. I'm still not great, but just it's not as overwhelming as it was in the days of the Dom, when the game first started out. But just, yeah, something about its hovering just really always throws me. It's just like the old days of the Dom. I never quite feel in full control of the thing, even though technically, I guess I am. But let's see, incom's out. It used Hades to dodge them, and somebody else got the kill, which means I can move on. We have definitely run away with our lead, so we're good. Tried to shoot around the corner, shot the corner instead, and missed the Sasuke and the corner for my last act of the round. But yeah, like I said, I've just been having trouble using this thing, and so this is the first half-decent round I got, so I went with it. And yeah, for all the chat, the Dagdoll player was definitely doing their part. That was a lot of good damage. I was only about 10k behind, which is not terrible. 5 and 3, so I'll take it. That's going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Thank you for waiting so long, Maxilla. I really appreciate your patience. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I did get something new today that I haven't messed with yet, but I got another assortment of the G-Frame figures, so I got the one with Blue Destiny 1 and a Freak Custom, so I'm looking forward to putting those together, because, yeah, it's going to be nice to have those in MS and action scale. That's what I still really like about G-Frame. It's just the fact that there's a lot of things in there, like the Blue Destiny stuff, like the Gym Command, that I was never able to get in MS in action, in some cases, because it didn't exist 20 years ago. So, yeah, it's just really nice to have things all on the same scale. That's always kind of been a thing for me. Like, I spent years trying to get the Shoto Kamen Rider V3 because of one promotional shot that was done of him with Spider-Man for some reason. Japanese Spider-Man. And I'm not even sure why. I don't think those shows even aired at the same time, so yeah, but just for whatever reason, because of that shot, I wanted to have them in the same scale, and I kind of do. They don't really make a Japanese Spider-Man in 4-inch scale, which is kind of a shame.